Exactly. All right. There we go. How's it sound, Coleman? We taking round 2 at our attempt here. We got Coleman on. Coleman, your thoughts?
You sound great.
Fantastic, Coleman. Glad to have you here. Thankfully, we missed absolutely nothing in the first inning. It was 3 up, 3 down from both sides. Gotta love that. So hopefully the microphone's working again. Thank you to Connie Scalzo for letting us know. She was the first one to comment and get us all squared away. So we're good to go, I think. We got Coleman on the broadcast today. Super stoked as we have another microphone. So whenever Coleman makes some of his fun quips and or observations, he can share that directly with the people. As we get set here, top of the second inning. Left-handed hitting Ryan Holgate, the right fielder at the plate. First pitch swings and fouls it off up out of the zone, or excuse me, up out of field of play. Nothing in one. So Blues and Puff Caps tied at zeros after the first frame. As we said, this is not a CCL League game, so this will have no effect on the Blues' playoff status as that backdoor curveball stays a bit outside 1-1. So it all comes down to what the Oaks do on Friday. If they lose, Blues will be in the playoffs, and that playoff game will start on Saturday. So it'll be a quick turnaround for the Blues if they do realize that they are in. That pitch misses low from Lopez 2-1. Holgate, Carlson, and Gonzalez due up for the Puff Caps here, as these are the final 2 games of the Blues season. That fastball's lifted to right field, hit well. Holgate's going to watch this one as that baby's going to go, and it's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Puff Caps as Holgate, fastball down and in, drops the head of the bat on it, sends it out to right center field, and it's a quick 1-0 lead. So that first hit of the game is a long one, 375 feet, give or take. As Coleman is our human stat cast. Coleman, what did you think?
Looked like about 375 feet, 110.5 miles per hour on exit velocity.
What's our launch angle?
Probably it was a moonshot. So I would put it at like 21.8.
I love the
no.
specificity of that.
24.2.
Wow, very different number. But you're a human. You err. You got to calibrate. So somewhere in there, most likely, is the exact stat because Coleman only gives us the hardcore facts. As Tanner Carlson swings through a strike there, 0-2. As Lopez gets him with a changeup, so his 0-2 offering on the way as Mario breaks to the plate. Fastball stays high. Carlson holds up, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Lopez on the mound with his last start of the season for the Blues. 1-2 pitch here is going to be flipped out into shallow center field. Coming in is Charleston, and he will glide under that ball and make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning. And Jose Gonzalez, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Tomorrow, our last game of the season, as always, our fan appreciation day. So today, the Blues interns are doing all of our in-between inning games and contests out on the field. So we thought we'd have some fun and broadcast those today since we have a pretty good scouting report on all of our interns. If anyone wants to place some wagers at home at who you think's going to win the Hopper game or the Dizzy Bat contest, then we are the place to be. We'll give you a little breakdown of each intern and our thoughts on the competition as the 1-0 pitch on the way from Lopez swung on and missed as left-hander first baseman Jose Gonzalez takes a mighty hack at that one and comes up empty, and the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Jose Gonzalez, a left-handed heavy lineup for the Puff Caps as they try to counteract the right-hander on the mound as Lopez's breaking ball misses outside for a ball, 2-1. A solid crowd on hand today for the Blues' last home series as it's a 2-game set. So tomorrow will be our last game of the season as that pitch is fouled back by Gonzalez and the count runs even at 2-2. Blues are going to end on a positive note here. A sweep of the Puff Caps would be great if they can get it done. They trail 1-0 here after the home run by Holgate, but Blues offense has been solid. They put up 4 runs in yesterday's tough 6-4 loss as that fastball misses outside and the count full 3-2. So count full here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Lopez gets the sign from McCarty, kicks and deals his full count offering. On the way goes challenge. Fastball swung on and just tapped foul, and the count will hold at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Is Jim looking to give out some hot sauce? Can he? Yes. Will he? Hopefully. As the 3-2 offer from the right-hander Lopez, a curveball. Can I help you, Mr. Gonzalez? Nah, just looking. As he gets caught window shopping at a Lopez curveball on the backside of the plate for out number 2. So some hot sauce dealt out here early on as Jim gets it flowing. And with 2 gone, Brendan Dieter, the shortstop's going to come to the plate here. Lucky for the Blues today, in the booth with us on scoreboard is Katie Izzo. Izzo was our good luck charm against the Oaks in that big comeback win. She also made the trip for game 1 against Healdsburg when the Blues, of course, won. And then she wasn't there and we lost. So she's back. She's in the building. So we got a pretty good shot as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and tapped foul at the plate, 0-2. So we hope to steal Katie away maybe for a second to get a quick interview with the superstar track and cross country runner for Cal Poly. Katie is a woman that wears many hats. Today she is wearing a headband with 2 Santa Clauses on it because, of course, it's Christmas in July Day as that curveball drops just a bit high, almost back into the strike zone, 2-1. Excuse me, 1-2. It was called a strike. Thank goodness, because I had no clue where it missed. Yeah, Coleman, you put it as a strike. Well done. You're ahead of the game. It's the 1-2 pitch here. Swung on and missed. A slider gets him back-to-back strikeouts as Mario Lopez working well on the mound. Couple of punch-outs, but the home run by Holgate breaks the scoring open here. It's a 1-0 Pacific Union Capitalist lead. When we come back, Blues will have Jack Kuzma leading things off. He's hitting in the 4 spot for the Blues today when we return.
Don't call me Lemon.
And as we jump back in, home half of the second, we do, in fact, have Katie Izzo with us. Katie, take a seat. You don't need to stand.
Okay. Is this Fort Reach? Okay.
Oh, yeah. As we get set here, Jack Kuzma coming to the plate early on in the game. So Blues have Kuzma, Lutz, and Stankiewicz due up. So, Katie, why don't you tell the people just a little bit about what you do here for the Blues as our season's kind of winding down?
Yeah. I'm on the promotions team, so I definitely do wear a lot of hats. I go from scoreboard to beer trailer to kid zone. I sell programs. I do a lot. We us promotion members, we do everything.
Yeah, you definitely do. I saw you peddling programs the other day. You were moving in
Yep.
inventory like no other.
Uh-huh.
Love to see it. As what you don't love to see is a backdoor breaking ball for a strike, 0-2 to Kuzma. As the Blues looking for some offense as they trail 1-0 here in the second. But Katie, you also run track and cross country. What's that like as Kuzma strikes out, swinging for out number 1?
Yeah, well, it's a big time commitment, and I've definitely learned how to balance, all the running and school. But I love running, and I've made all my best friends with the team, and I've gotten to travel across the country. I've gone to Hawaii, and it's amazing. I love it.
That's so cool that you get to do that in college as well as go to a place like Cal Poly.
Yes. Oh, and the trails are amazing here. It's
So,
awesome.
so you're planning on going to grad school to continue running. So we're
Mhm.
waiting for the LeBron style decision. Where do you know where you're going yet?
Well, I'm looking at Pac-12 schools for sure. So gotta keep researching to find the best fit for me, and we'll see. Stay tuned where I
Oh.
decide.
I love it. So if anyone listening, especially if you're from a Pac-12 school, if you're an alma
Yeah,
mater, feel
there
free
we
to try to
go.
recruit Katie Izzo. She does accept bribes.
Sure. I mean, might be against NCAA rules,
Nah.
but
Or
that's
what
okay.
are those even anymore? I think we
True,
all know that
true,
those are they're just more like guidelines or like
true.
heavy
I shouldn't be
suggestions.
saying
As Justin Lutz has a 2-2 count on him here. So we'll continue to talk with Katie as she's one of our favorite interns on the staff as that slider's just a bit inside and the count runs full 3-2. All right, Katie, with your baseball knowledge, what do you think is coming here? Fastball, slider, changeup,
Well, fastball.
fastball, and
Let's
indeed
go.
it is as it's gonna be driven into center field for a base hit. So Katie Izzo working her best Kurt Young impersonation. Sees fastball. She knows what's coming.
I know.
As Lutz drives it for a single. So a man on for Dane Stankiewicz, the Blues shortstop, leader on the team in batting average so far. So, Katie, what made you so drawn to come be a Blues intern for the summer?
Well, I'm a marketing concentration, and I was in the marketing club meeting, and I heard Adam come in and talk about it, and it just spending my whole summer outside at a baseball game. It sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. As Stankiewicz
Yeah.
pops this one up, it's going to be down the left field line, foul, and almost caught, but not by Tyler Casagrande as he overruns that foul ball. So it falls for just a strike one. So Stankiewicz has a second life here. See if he can take advantage down on the count 0-1. Alex Williams, the right-hander on the mound, going to try to pick up the air by his left fielder out there as Stankiewicz will get a second chance. So, Katie, out of all the spots you've been, and I've seen you because we kind of are up here and I walk around and hang out with the interns, annoy you guys a lot, most likely. But I've seen you do beer trailer, seen you do programs. You kill it at Kid Zone. What is your favorite spot? Which one has you like the most? Scoreboard up here? There are no wrong answers. I mean, there's a
That's
wrong
right.
answer, but there's a lot of right answers.
Right. Well, they all have their pros and cons, but I gotta say, beer trailer, that is pretty fun. That is a good time. But scoreboard, you can't beat this view and the people too.
Aw.
Not too bad.
This is how she's already preparing for her interviews with coaches for her when she goes off to grad school at somewhere like University of Washington, and they go, well, what do you love about this campus? Well, the coaching staff's got to be my favorite. I see you, Katie. I see you working, and I respect the game.
Oh, thank you. Done a few interviews back in the day.
Back in the
Hopefully
day,
get some more this year.
when you were highly recruited. I've heard the stories. As Stankiewicz cues that one foul, it's 1-2. So, Katie, gonna get into broadcasting after this. Take my job. You should take my job.
I don't know
I'll
if
do
I'm ready for
scoreboard.
that.
We don't,
Maybe
I'll just
for a
leave
track
you
meet.
on here, and
Oh.
I'll go do scoreboard and give my voice a rest for the day. Then you
Okay.
can just broadcast the game. You and Coleman. What are your
All
thoughts?
right. I'm gonna have to have a hard pass on that one.
I think you do a great
But
job.
I think you do a better job. Shout out to
Disagree.
Davis Ellington,
Disagree.
the
as-
king of
Oh,
broadcasting.
okay. We need to take the mic out of
Okay.
Katie's hand.
Should I go
No,
back
you're
now?
not going anywhere,
Oh,
Katie.
I
You're a
think
good luck
that's
charm.
right.
As that fastball misses high, 2-2. Probably could have been a strike, but Katie Izzo's in the building, so it's going to be a ball.
I am.
She is our good luck charm, resident 4-leaf clover
This is
on
true.
hand. So, Katie, we are in Blues interns together. We're also cornhole partners.
We are.
Would you like
I
to
feel
tell the people
honored.
about our dominance
Oh my
of
gosh!
the cornhole
yeah,
circuit? As we did have a game today
we did.
of our intern cornhole tournament. Katie and I played against our GM
Yep.
and our merchandise director.
Yep.
Katie, would you like to tell the people how it went?
Oh well, obviously we killed it.
We did indeed
it was
kill it.
What did we win?
It was
21
21-9.
29, and God bless Davis, the ranked number 7 in the state of California.
Back in my day when I was a youngin.
Once you got it, you always got it.
You do. As Stankiewicz has a single here as he lines it into shallow right center field. Going first to third is Justin Lutz as he unhooks the trailer, and Blues have men on the corners with only one out. So a nice job there. As now it's first and third with one gone and Noah Taylor at the plate. as Coleman turns on the CO2 cans just in case. Never know. Never know when it's going to happen. If we do score, Katie, since you're the one sitting here, you will have
Oh shoot, that's
the ability to hit
I
the
am
button.
excited.
It is.
I hope it happens.
It's an empowering
Oh.
feeling.
You score.
You do indeed score when the Blues score
I
here,
am pumped.
as we've scored by scoring Katie Izzo for an interview,
Oh,
the soon-to-be
thank
Olympian
you.
track star
Oh,
and/or cross country.
wow.
Here's my question, Katie: As
That's generous.
Taylor fouls it off, nothing to one. If you could pick one between track and cross country,
Oh,
which one do you like
easy
more?
Track.
Easy track. Okay.
That's so
What
easy.
event? What event in track?
1500.
What is your 1500 time? Just to make everyone feel bad.
22.
4:22. Yeah,
0.95.
that's just a cool minute and 5-7 seconds per lap.
Around there.
Oh
around
yeah,
there.
yeah. It'd be a nail biter if we race. I think you might have me though.
I'll take it.
No, yeah,
You
I
have
agree
me
with.
on
I'm
a
more
lot
with
of
Coleman. I
things.
think I agree with Coleman. Is that it would be that's about a lap, maybe a lap and a half, and then yeah,
You are running tonight, so you are.
I am
gonna-
going for a run tonight.
you
It'll be
are-
great.
You are
But
a runner.
at no point am I running 4:22 lap times
Well, that was
or mile times. Excuse me. I am
after-
running 4:22 lap times. That's for sure. So is Jim. Jim and I run
You're
together.
Jim.
We'll run 4:22 laps as that pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. So Katie, why track?
Oh, over cross country.
Yeah, over cross country.
Something about the track. I love it.
Just
It's
calls to you.
It really does. I feel like it's my it's like my church. It's like where I get on there and I just feel like it has something about it. I don't know.
I get it.
love the cross country course. It's fun to run different places, but
That
I
ball
don't know.
chopped out in front of the mound by Taylor, but it's gonna kick foul as rolled out in front of home plate. Looked like it might have hit something and spins foul. And the count is even at 2-2 as Dane was taken off on the pitch. Blues trying to even it up at 1. So, Katie, would you like to call this next pitch?
oh no,
Would you like
I
to
think it's my time to go.
Take the reins.
Nope. I think this is my time to go back to scoreboard.
Oh, you're doing a
Thank
great
you.
job. I think you
Hands.
the 2-2 offering on the way. Fastball hit up the middle. This could be 2. Shortstop is going to take it himself to second. On to first. Going to be in time. Inning over. Side
it was a
retired. The
fast
Blues
game.
threaten with runners at the corners of 1 out, but a big 6-3 double play ends the threat as we'll take a short break. Thank you so much, Katie, for talking to
Oh,
us.
Thank
It's
you
been a
for
pleasure to
having
have
me.
you. We will let you go back to the other side of the booth as we get started with our first EIM game, Katie. I'll let you say your goodbyes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's
It's been
always
a good
fun.
time with the Slow Blues.
We'll call you over maybe for a mid-game interview
Thank
later
you.
on.
Sounds
If our
good.
viewership starts to drop, we'll be like,
Yeah,
Katie,
let
you
me
need to get
know
it back.
if they comment. They want me back.
Awesome. Awesome. So our first EIM game of the day is going to be the bouncing hopper race. It's going to be between our two directors, Quentin and Zoe. So if you're playing along at home, Quentin's got some longer legs, but Zoe, I would probably say the more versatile athlete. She's played basketball and volleyball. As they get going here, Quentin with a big lead, but now falling back as he's really grinding. Zoe more of a consistent hopper. Oh, and she takes a divot. She hits a divot, and Quentin is gone. As Quentin is just, and Quentin falls. But Zoe also falls as Quentin dives across the line, and he will make it. As Quentin McLean takes game 1 of our intern day EIM hopper and racing games. So that'll be game 1. We'll take a short break and come back with the top of the third. Blues trail 1-0 after 2. As we get back out of here, first pitch from Lopez is popped up in foul ground. Blaine Jones and Stankiewicz give chase, but neither are able to come up with it. It just lands out of the reach of Jones's outstretched glove. 0-1. Blues trail 1-0 here, top of the third. Lopez back out there. It's going to be Tyler Casagrande, the hitter, another left-handed batter, as he is out in left field. James Gamble, the center fielder will bat second. Then the leadoff man, Austin Wells, will come back to the plate for his second at bat. So 8-9-1 hitters due up against Mario Lopez and the Blues here, as the 0-1 offering on the way. A fastball low evens the count at 1-1. We have another solid crowd on hand. A lot of people come out to these last couple of Blues games, try to drink in the last pieces of Blues baseball in the summer, as that pitch is fouled off as it skips off a man's ankle and swooped up by a kid. That kid came in absolutely screaming hot. He was coming downhill. He's a downhill runner, very much like Monty Ball when he was at the University of Wisconsin. Go Badgers. Comes in there, makes the play as that curveball's tapped on the ground toward the first base side. Kuzma has it, flips onto the pitcher, covering in time for out number 1. And with 1 gone here, James Gamble, the center fielder, comes to the plate. As Gamble, a right-handed hitter, so a bit of a change, as he's, I believe, only the second or third right-handed bat that Lopez has seen through his first time through the order here, as now he will hit with 1 gone in the inning. So walking across your screen is Lauren Plume, our social media director from last year. As Plume is in the building. As that was her right there, as that first pitch is fouled off. 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here, as Lopez looking to keep the deficit. Just 1, the lone hit for the Puff Caps, as that ball's a line drive off the diving Kuzma into right field for a base hit. So there's hit number 2 on the day, as Jack laid out. It hit off his wrist, off his chest, and trickled into right field for a single. So 1 on and 1 out here, as that kicks us back to the top of the order, and Austin Wells is going to come to the plate. Austin 0 for 1 on the day, as he steps in the box, a man on first, 1 out. Blues had corners with 1 out, but then that big 6-3 double play ended the inning, as that first pitch fastball is down and away, 1-0. Hefty lead for James Gamble over there at first base. We'll see if he tries to take off for second base here. As the 1-0 offering from Mario Lopez on the way. McCarthy sets up outside. That pitch misses a bit up and in. A delayed steal, throw down to second is not in time. So, like we were saying, a big secondary lead for Gamble over there at first, as he took off, stealing on the middle infielder. Stankiewicz got there in time. The throw to the left side of the bag, so had to swipe tag back across, and just not in time as Gamble gets his foot in there. So that's a stolen base for the Capitalists. So they have a man on second and 1 out, and a 2-0 count on their leadoff batter, Austin Wells. As Wells bats here, the 2-0 pitch from Lopez on the way as he breaks to the plate. Fastball low and away, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. As Lopez sets, Blues are looking for some innings out of him here today, as his 3-0 offering on the way. He breaks to the plate, fastball low, ball 4. So first and second, not a bad walk right there to Wells, as now that resets the double play opportunity, as Jones is going to be in on the grass over at third base. Kuzma trying to decide if he's going to play in front of the runner or not. Stankiewicz going to come out and have a talk with Lopez, as McCarty's out there as well. As the Blues not using too much pitching up in Healdsburg for the 2 days. As Jordan Chris had a solid 7-inning outing. Lopez did throw the last 2 innings of that game. And now, yesterday, Blues had Frankie Scalzo and Cole Tucker as the only 2 pitchers. So most likely, Lopez not expected to go long in this game, even though the Blues would love to see him eat up some innings. But bullpen should overall be very rested and ready to go, as that first pitch fastball is fouled back, 0-1. So we'll see how long Lopez's day lasts out there. He's only had a day of rest after pitching the 8th and 9th inning of the game 1 on Sunday in Healdsburg. As he sets at the belt here, his 0-1 offering on the way to Max Young Goldberg, the designated hitter for the Capitalists, is a fastball low and away, and the count evens at 1-1. Lopez trying to hit the knees, get a ground ball. Trying to induce a double play here. So the Blues ready for it. Stankiewicz trying to hold the runner on close over at second base. Klein pinched up the middle as well. Kuzma playing behind the runner over at first. As Young Goldberg waits. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just a bit low. And it moves to 2-1. So he's still in the top of the third inning. So ball game just beginning as the crowd still continues to trickle in. It's going to be a sizable one on hand today, as they're looking to catch the last glimpses of the 2018 Blues out on the field. As that pitch is hit on the ground to first, but foul as it kicks out of play. And Blues Frankie Scalzo pops over the fence to grab it in time as it rolls into the dirt that goes down the right field fence line out of play. And the count even now at 2-2 to Goldberg as he stands back in, left-handed hitter. Now Jones, without the bunt possibility most likely, backs up a couple steps behind the third base bag, still hugging the line a little bit. There's a 2-2 pitch from Lopez on the way. Stankiewicz pulls away from second, pitches a fastball off the plate away, and the count runs full at 3-2. I'm sure our viewers are very excited to not have us be in Healdsburg, where our camera was just basically a yellow light. You can now at least somewhat tell what's going on. As Lopez has a big full count offering on the way as he kicks and deals. His payoff pitch is a changeup inside corner, strike 3 called, and now the runner gets caught off second base. He might have thought there were 3 outs. He leaps over Stankiewicz, but then gets tagged out. So some nice athleticism there, as he looked like he thought there was 3 outs. He broke to third, stopped. McCarty does the right thing, runs him back to the bag. He runs back to second. The throw was low to Dane. He makes a nice grab about the shoestrings, but Gamble just leaps over him at second. That was pretty cool, but still tagged out. So inning over, side retired. A couple runners stranded as we will head to the bottom of the third. Blues will look to get something going as it'll be McCarty, Sands, and Charleston. 8-9-1 hitters due up when we come back. As we get started here, Ryan McCarty going to come to the plate for the Blues to kick off the bottom of the third inning as Alex Williams takes the mound for his third inning of work. His first offering, a fastball, little two-seamer for a strike there, 0-1. So, Coleman, you got to go back to Florida soon. How do you feel about that as a human being?
I would definitely say it's bittersweet, you know?
It's tragic is what it is, Coleman.
It is pretty tragic.
The slow community, I think, as a whole, is just sad that you're leaving, as the 0-2 offering to McCarty is a fastball just a bit outside 1-2.
It's been nice not to have to worry about alligators.
That's what I'm saying. You have walked for 2 months now in the open without checking your shoulder for a crocodile coming for your Achilles, as the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed by McCarty for out number 1. My fear is that you're going to go back and not be prepared. You're not going to be back in your trained element. Boom, Achilles tendon, gone.
Well, I still actually look behind my back here. It's just instinct. I'll be like walking. I'm like, I wonder what's behind me. Oh,
Nothing.
Just a human being
Just a human or a bird
or a bird
or
which
something
are
non-deadly like a
terrifying.
squirrel. Like we have squirrels here because they don't all get eaten. As the first pitch to Sands is off the
Weird.
plate away 1-0. But yeah, I fear for your safety because I don't want you to become too Californianized.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the chaos and lawless land of Florida.
You can't forget about snakes too.
Can't forget about snakes. I've already forgotten about snakes.
We got water moccasins. We got pythons. We got rattlesnakes.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be ready for that. We have rattlesnakes here, but that's it. Like pythons, next thing I know, boom, I'm in a belly as that pitch is grounded toward third, fielded cleanly by Carlson as he throws on to first in time for out number 2. So a quick 2 outs here is now Jay Charleston's going to come to the plate. Like, what do you do about a python? Let's say you come home.
You just die.
And your mom's like, Coleman, I'll be there to pick you up. But while you're waiting at the airport, a python just appears.
That's not out of the question.
It's terrifying.
It's just dangerous. They're really only in the Everglades, which is like kind of closer to Miami, so I don't really have to worry about it.
Well, that's nice.
But water moccasins are dangerous things.
Oh yeah, I like to keep a respectful distance of half a continent between me and any water moccasin.
Or just any snake in general. Personally.
Yeah, not a big fan. I'm okay with snakes.
Nope.
My mom is not. My mom does not like snakes.
It's not worth the risk.
Yeah, I had a buddy who had a snake. I was against it as that pitch is going to miss outside and the count even to Charleston at 1-1 here.
There's just some things you shouldn't have as pets, and snakes are one of them.
Snakes. Basically anything that lives in Florida. Water moccasins, alligators, crocodiles. Probably shouldn't keep them in the house.
It's not a dog or a cat.
Yeah. As that 1-1 pitch is a big cut and a whiff by Charleston as he's back in the lineup today after a couple of days off. He didn't play in Healdsburg. But he's back in the lineup today, so hoping to see something out of him as the 1-2 pitch on the way. Another slider, this one taken wisely by Charleston. 2-2. So, Cole, what's the rest of your summer look like when you get back, when you're done here?
Well, I do work for the football team.
Well, that's nice.
University of South Florida. So I'm going to go do some work for them. I'll probably take a week off when I get back just to, regather myself.
I like it as Charleston does not like the call there. He gets rung up on a slider in on the hands, and he is out. So 1-2-3 inning once again. Alex Williams pitching well. And the start of this game, as we've done 3 full innings so far, and it's still a 1-0 lead for the Puff Caps. As we'll take a short break, we'll come back. Cole's going to be on the whole broadcast. He's got a mic, so he can comment whenever he feels like it. And we will come back with the top of the 4th. Lopez is going to be back out there as Gravel begins to pace in the bullpen. We all know what that means. That means Lopez has about 1, maybe 2 more innings. And then we're going to start to go to the pen. But that's just my knowledge of Gravel as a human being. I could totally be wrong. The man is an enigma. He's a mystery wrapped in a riddle, covered in Worcestershire sauce as we will come back with the top of the 4th. as we get going here. First pitch to Kyle Velasquez, driven to center field, but tracked down by Jay Charleston. So 1 pitch, 1 gone as Velasquez is retired. And that brings up Ryan Holgate, who has the difference in this ball game, as one swing off his bat sent the ball over the right field fence for a solo shot. And that is still the only run so far, as it's still 1-0 in the top of the 4th inning. 1 gone as Holgate will step in. The first offering to Ryan on the way is Lopez to the plate. A breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0 as can already see someone in the Blues bullpen doing some stretches, getting loose. As the 1-0 pitch on the way from Lopez is a fastball outside. Coleman, a comment here about you. Our main man, Mr. Spence, says he feels bad that fly swatter is going to really protect you against, things with scales and other reptilian creatures. My question is, what can? Maybe like a net, but I don't think you want to catch as that ball's grounded over towards first. Kuzma makes a play, and Lopez unable to get the bag as he kind of looked like he tripped over his own 2 feet, swung his leg back over there, tried to kick it. They say he missed it, so it's going to be an error, most likely on Mario Lopez for just being unable to get the bag. Looked like he most likely just kind of ran by it, missed it, tried to swing back and not just tap it with his cleat, but could not do so. So that play goes all cattywampus for Mario Lopez. So 1 on and 1 out. As now Tanner Carlson will come to the plate. So Coleman, what do you use to defend yourself? Let's just say hypothetically you're in a trailer, and all of a sudden a ball's driven to left field, but Noah Taylor's going to get under it just in front of the track and make the catch route number 2. Let's just say you're in an office building, and a water moccasin falls out of the ceiling onto your desk.
I don't like
Go. What happens?
I run, first of all.
Okay. Where?
Anywhere.
But it's Florida. They're everywhere.
Well, okay, so I'm like in a building and the water moccasin just falls out of the sky.
On your desk. Boom. Like it comes out of the ceiling onto your desk. Bam.
Okay.
Havoc.
I don't think that's how the environment works.
Okay. Then what about
But-
this? I'll paint you another picture as Lopez paints the corner with a breaking ball there, swung on and missed by Gonzalez. Nothing in one. Let's say you're going to school, okay? And you're in a hallway, and at the end of the hallway is a brick wall. So obviously you're walking out of the hallway, and at the end of the hallway on that side is a python. As a nice block by McCarty there, keeps it in front 1-1. What do you do?
Just any situation where there's a dangerous animal involved, I'm running the opposite direction.
But if there's a wall, then you can't leave. Like
I
in
can't
this,
leave.
let's say you're in a press box like this where there's only one door or a jump out the window, and a python is chilling outside this door. What does the Floridian mindset tell you to do in a situation like that?
Am I equipped with like any weapons?
You're in this press box, so you got some chairs, you got a cooler, you have Jim, you have soda. That's it. I would use Jim as a human shield, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I'm only one man.
If I'm with somebody, I would just trip them and then try to buy some time.
Smart.
Because I'm already in a bad situation. Usually, I don't put myself in any situations where there might be a python involved.
If I had known that would have saved me a lot of time. When I went into Florida, I ran into a python one time.
Yeah,
it was
I'm
not
sure you
happy.
did.
As the count even 2-2 here to Gonzalez with 2 outs, a man on first. As Lopez takes a long look, now breaks the plate. Fastball hit back up the middle, off Lopez's shoe, right to Klein, goes to second, in time, inning over. So Lopez, a little kick save and a beauty right there to end the top of the 4th. So let me get this right, Cole. So basically, python, you're just doing whatever you can to not be wrapped by the python, basically.
Yeah, pythons are just probably the worst thing. It's probably worse than an alligator to run into.
I see that.
Because they would just, it's like an appetizer.
Have you ever had to outrun an alligator, crocodile?
I have not had to outrun one because, I encounter a lot more alligators than I do crocodiles.
Well, that's good.
So for those that don't know the difference,
Yes,
the
educate the
crocodile
people.
Has the pointed snout,
Yes.
and the alligator has more of a U shape.
Yep.
You should run regardless.
You should. but the
personal opinion.
crocodiles are more
And
territorial.
they'll just
So if
attack
you wander into their area, they're just on you like white on rice.
Yeah.
But
like,
if it's an alligator, they might be like, "Yo, homie, we
you can
cool."
Just, you can just kind of slowly walk by an alligator. Like if you don't bother, it's not gonna attack you.
Right. They just want to check you out.
Yeah.
They're like, I think of them in the California equivalent, or basically the normal people equivalent of like raccoons. Like you see a raccoon, the raccoon's gonna look at you, you're gonna look at it, but like it won't really come after you.
Yeah.
Whereas like bees, you and a
Yeah,
bee,
that's
the
a
bee
good
doesn't
analogy.
want to sting you because it doesn't want the trouble. But like yellow jackets are just mean, and
Oh,
they'll just
yeah.
come after you for no reason.
But during mating season, it's just a whole new ball game.
Whole new ball, of course it is.
Alligators or crocodiles. Crocodiles are the spawn of Satan. So just I think it's May through July or August.
Okay, so all summer, very
So just
nice.
All summer, watch out.
It's the first pitch to Blaine Jones is swung on and missed nothing in one.
Which
Blues have Jones, Klein, and Kuzma. 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, Cole?
that was a problem for me growing up because naturally I grew up next to a swamp.
Of course you did, because it's
So-
Florida.
I'd be mowing my lawn, so if my mom's listening, you're welcome for mowing the lawn for like 5 years.
Risking your life.
Look, I would see alligators in the bushes, and I'm like, well, I have a lawnmower on me, so I feel well equipped. But besides for that, it was dangerous.
That makes sense as the counts.
Or-
No balls and 2 strikes here on Jones as the pitch on the way from Williams swung on and missed. A slider there gets him to chase for out number 1. So 3 pitches retires Jones. Now Brian Klein will come to the plate. Klein 0 for 1 on the day. A nice play on that ground ball that kicked off Lopez. He's able to adjust nicely for the third and final out of the inning. So let me ask you this, Cole. What is the most dangerous animal that you've run into in California since being here for 2 months? That fastball's ripped foul out of play back into the stands. 0-1.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Like, I mean,
Like a squirrel?
those aren't dangerous. Like
I
they're
know,
just-
but like that might be the most dangerous thing you've seen.
yeah.
As that pitch is swung on foul back, 0-2.
I haven't seen any snakes. I haven't
Nope.
seen any bears. Confusing because the state flag
Because
is
the
a
state
bear.
flag, yeah. Yeah, we got rid of all of those.
Yeah, I even went to Yosemite. Didn't see any bears.
Oh, but there are bears there. You could run mountain lions. We have mountain lions around here.
Ooh, I saw a zebra when I went to Hearst Castle.
That fastball misses upstairs 1-2. I didn't really had zebras there.
Yeah, so apparently, like the dude that used to live there, like way back, just
Mhm.
like brought exotic animals,
Fun times.
and then they're just still there because he didn't get rid of them.
Why would he?
That's a great question.
Good question. That
So-
fastball misses low. 2-2 decline now. Yeah,
So, one thing that California has that Florida doesn't is zebras.
zebras. There you go. As Brian Klein swings through a breaking ball in the dirt as he's tagged out for out number 2. So Alex Williams is dealing on the mound so far as he's going through the Blues lineup for the second time, making it look easy. Strikes out the Blues' 2 hottest hitters as now Jack Kuzma comes to the plate, getting the call in the cleanup spot today. And at first base is Kuzma. As Jack's been hot as of late. Struggled for the first part of the season, but has been getting the bat going the last week or so here as the season comes to a close. He takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. As the 0-1 offering from Williams on the way as he breaks to the plate. Fastball a bit low. Count runs even at 1-1. As you can tell, he's feeling. He's kind of jumping around out on the mound on a pitch that misses the zone that doesn't feel just right. So he's grooving pretty well as he's going to take a time as he steps off the mound here, 1-1. As Williams with the green jerseys on, as the Puff Caps have. As it's 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2 diving into the dirt there. Kuzma goes after it. Nice 2-seam action down and in. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Jack stands in now, 1-2 offering on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block there as Wells keeps it in front. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone here. As Kuzma, the right-hander, waits. Williams kicks and deals his 2-2 offering on the way. Breaking ball just a bit low. Slider there. Drops in the dirt at the last second. The count runs full 3-2. Coleman, what pitch do you think's coming here from Williams? If you had to guess right now.
3-2. I think it's going fastball.
Fastball. He goes with the changeup, swung on and
Still got
missed,
him.
and Kuzma down on strike. So Williams sees the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Blues order, strikes them out in order. So a 3 strikeout frame for Williams as we will take a short break, come back with the top of the 5th. This game is moving along. Blues trail 1-0 after 4. As we get set for the top of the 5th inning, throw down by McCarty, of course, on point as we get ready to go here. As it's going to be Mario Lopez back out on the mound. Coming to the plate, Brandon Dieter. The shortstop steps up. Dieter, Casagrande, and Gamble going to come to the plate for the Puff Caps here as they lead at 1-0 in the top of the 5th inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup. So Lopez will face the bottom of the order. He's back out there for a 5th inning of work. He's been going well here. Only allowed 2 hits as that ball's grounded foul down the line. He's allowed 2 hits and 1 run. That 1 run, a solo shot, the first hit of the game by either squad. And it still is our difference so far as we play in the 5th. So we had a lovely talk with Coleman about wildlife. As that pitch is swung on and missed, 0-2. As we said, Coleman's got the mic just chilling there so he can talk all game as long as he sees fit.
Hey.
There he is. There's Coleman. He's not a man of many words if he doesn't want to be. As that breaking ball stays a bit inside, tries to go front door, does Lopez, doesn't get the call. 1-2.
I feel like if I talk too much, people aren't going to listen. So they know whenever I'm talking, something important.
That it's something important. Oh, yeah, Coleman, because that's it right there. As that pitch is swung on and missed. Get your jackets out for out number 1 as Dieter down swinging, and now Tyler Casagrande will try his hand as the left-hander will bat against Lopez. Grace Roman. Grace, grab the mic. What's going on?
Hello.
How you doing, Grace?
I am great, Davis.
You know, it's your last 2 days as head intern director here at the Blues. How do you feel?
I feel great because I know I'm coming back for another season.
You're coming back?
Yeah.
This is breaking news. Breaking news. Grace Roman is back for another season. I am elated. Yes. As the 0-1 pitch is going to be flipped into shallow left. Stankiewicz dives. Can't make the play, so a single there. He's going to try for 2 now, putting on the brakes and scrambling back to first is Tyler Casagrande. So 1-on, 1 out. So Grace, you're coming back. What? Details. Let's go.
So I will be coming back as the assistant general manager.
Yeah.
Starting in September.
Woo.
So I'll be here year round.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
This
Means
is
a lot.
fantastic. So you're going to be the new Taylor.
I'm going to be the new Taylor, and she's going to train me. So
That is awesome.
I'll be here for a little bit. She'll be here for a little bit too.
I am absolutely stoked. I did not know this.
Yes. Breaking news, right?
Breaking news. And, you know, hey, this is why we do it live.
You heard it here first.
You did. You literally had to have heard it here first. We beat all other major news outlets to this story. Some people cover Trump. Some people cover weather. Some people cover the mole people in New York. We cover the Blues, and Grace Roman is in the building. dropping knowledge
Heck yeah.
as the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball just a bit outside, 1-1.
All right. Well, I gotta get back to my duties, but I'm gonna give the mic back to
Yeah,
Coleman.
Grace.
Over here.
Oh my goodness, so glad that we grabbed you. Wow, my whole day has been changed. Well, that is great news for anyone who's been to a Blues game. The whole reason this place works starts with Grace.
And she has an electric voice.
She does.
Should I
Grace.
add.
Grace is an amazing singer.
Taylor
For those,
Swift, watch out.
oh, for real. Honestly, Faith Hill, you got nothing on Grace Roman. Grace does our national anthem every now and then, and it is simply poetry in motion as that pitch misses low, and it's going to kick away from McCarty as he gets a little lazy on a breaking ball there. Hits right off his glove for a pass ball, and the count now 3-1. The man on second and 1 out. So once again, the Puff Caps threatening here. As it is Gamble at the plate with a man on second, 1 out, a 3-1 count on him. As now Lopez sets at the belt. His 3-1 offering on the way as he breaks to the plate. A slide step fastball fouled off toward our kid zone, and the count full 3-2. As that's kind of the stuff going on right now here at the Blues as the season winds down. Adam generally kind of goes around, grabs the interns he's really impressed with, and offers them maybe, positions to come back for next year, as we always promote from within. That's what's the great thing about being a Blues intern, is that you get a solid foundation out as that ball is popped up behind first, foul territory. Kuzma going over. Kuzma making the catch as he gets it in quickly, so no chance for Casagrande to tag up. And there are 2 away, and we're going to go back to the top of the order. Austin Wells will have his third AB of the day. Well, this day can't get better. I mean, the Blues could win. That would be nice. But Grace is coming back. I'm stoked. Coleman is leaving, which is still sad.
You never know.
You never know, Coleman. You know, Coleman, you should just transfer to Cal
I can
Poly.
just transfer.
You should.
Just 1 year.
You got a place to stay.
Well,
You've slept on my couch enough this summer.
Yeah.
You might as well just make it your bed.
It's pretty
As a
comfortable.
pickoff back to second, and it is going to be in time. A great timing play there as Lopez looking home. McCarty drops his glove. Stankiewicz breaks back behind the runner at second base. Lopez spins glove side and beats Casagrande back to the bag with a nice throw. Stankiewicz applies the tag, inning over, side retired. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Blues trail 1-0. Lopez looking for some offensive help when we come back. Home half of the 5th set to go. Justin Lutz out of the plate, 1 for 1 on the day so far with a single. He was on base when the Blues threatened last back in that 3rd inning as the 1-0 pitch to him as we fouled off, and the count even at 1-1. Lutz, Stankiewicz, and Taylor do up for the Blues. The 2nd innings when the Blues had corners and 1 out. As Justin Batts here, 1-1 count on him, as he had that big 3-run blast in the game against Healdsburg that gave the Blues a 3-1 lead. Sadly, they were not able to hang on as that pitch misses low, 2-1. That was a well-fought battle. Blues had chances with 2 outs, just kind of been their problem all year. 2 outs with a man on third, just have not been able to come up with that big 2-out hit, and it really burned them yesterday as that pitch is grounded back to the mound. Williams has it, throws on the first in time for out number 1, and with 1 gone, Dane Stankiewicz will come to the plate. As Cole, I'd like for you to comment on this here, as it's Christmas in July day at the park. Jim, our PA guy, is wearing a Santa hat and a Hawaiian shirt with his Blues hat underneath the Santa hat. Your thoughts on his fashion choices for the day?
That's what I call Florida Christmas in July because the weather matches up just perfectly.
That's true.
Well, actually, it was probably warmer on Christmas than it is right now.
Wow.
It's usually about 80.
Oh, you guys don't get snow? That's weird.
No, one time it got below 40, and I cried.
Because it was just cold?
Just
Or
cold.
because you were just like excited?
No, I was just cold.
So that pitch is a called strike to Stankiewicz, evens it up at 1-1. So
I have one jacket. Okay, exaggerating. I have a couple jackets, but I don't always have them. They're usually at either my mom's house or something, so I don't always have them on me. And then when it randomly gets cold, I'm just wearing tank tops in 40-degree weather.
hey, it toughens you up. You know, it builds character. As it's a 2-1 count to Stankiewicz. So you like Jim's attire?
Yeah, I think it. I mean, it looks great.
He looks like
I
if
don't have
Santa
any
Claus
complaints.
took a sabbatical. As that pitch
Yeah.
just popped up down the left field, I'm going to land foul out of play, and the count even at 2-2. He looks like if Santa Claus invested in some shady offshore investments, but it worked out, so he got out quickly. And now he's in Cabo, just hanging out.
Yeah, he just is like one of those annoying tourists that come to Florida and just drive slow everywhere and just get in my way.
Oh yeah. You do not like the
Yeah.
above 40 age tourists that, as you say, clog up your way to school.
They can't drive, and that's really the only problem I have with them.
As Dane Stankiewicz gets caught looking at a backdoor slider for out number 2. Another strikeout for Alex Williams, as he is just dealing today. Blues are going to have a tough time to push a run across against him, as Puff Cap's ace is going to work right now. As Noah Taylor comes to the plate as he grounded into that 6-3 double play to end the second inning. The first offering to Taylor swung on him. His changeup gets him out in front there. 0-1. You know you're feeling good when you go changeup out of the zone. You can get the swing and miss. As Williams does just that. His 0-1 offering now on the way. Fastball inside corner for a called strike. 0-2. Williams definitely knows how to pitch. He's using all of his pitches well, building the at-bats pitch by pitch and brick by brick. As the 0-2 now fastball down and away, but fouled out of play, and the count will hold at 0-2. So, Cole, what do you think our key is here? How are we going to get in this game offensively?
Well, I always think just putting the ball in play helps.
That does
Yeah.
generally help.
Less strikeouts.
Yes.
Just make the defense make plays.
All right. I like it. As that slider misses low, 1-2.
Just got to apply some pressure. If Jay gets on base, he can be on third 2 pitches later.
That is absolutely true. As the 1-2 offering here. Changeup swung on and missed, so Taylor does not heed Cole's advice. He's down on strikes. And that will do it for the 5th. We've played 5 already in this game, not even an hour in, as we will go to the top of the 6th, but we are going to stay on for the dizzy bat race here. Coleman, would you like to help me with this?
All right.
All right, make sure to keep the mic right there because we got a lot going on. We have Jordan Geis on one bat, and we have Nick from marketing on the other one. All right, right now, who you got?
I got to take Jordan.
All right, that's an excellent choice.
Vegas has him at 2-1 odds.
Yeah, easily. So Jordan, to give you guys some background at home, Jordan Geis, 3rd year. He is a member of the Cal Poly Tennis Club, the club tennis team. Nick is just Nick. I don't know of much that he does outside of the Blues, but he's our marketing guy, our merchandise guys. They're spinning currently. Jordan's really going after it.
Jordan's going way too fast.
Jordan is going quickly. Nick has picked up the bat. He's spinning with the bat. Jordan actually spinning. Well, he's spinning with the bat too.
Something tells me.
As now they're gone. Nick is still spinning. Jordan's gone. Nick not. Oh my goodness. Nick is veering left. He is significantly left
He touched the ground.
He now is just going to tap third. Jordan Geis is
jogging.
already at third. He ran toward first base
Looks like Big Poppy after he just
as
sent
Jordan
one
is
into
just
the right
trotting
field
around.
seats.
He's feeling great. Nick may have blown out an ankle. He tries to make it close, but really no hope.
I got to admire Nick for just finishing.
You know, he's a grinder. He pushed through the adversity. He knew he had lost, but, you know, he made the most of it. He literally almost ended up in the Puff Caps, like, what do you call it,
So,
dugout. It
I
was,
think this begs the question: who was more dizzy, Noah or Nick?
well, Noah had to have medical attention. So I'm going to say Noah, but Nick was close.
A close second.
He did not look great.
No, he had to touch the ground because he wasn't sure if it was still there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, if he's trying to get a scholarship, not looking great. You know who I would love to see do that is Katie Izzo.
Well, Katie could just do like the mile.
Katie
the-
would
like
just,
the dizzy bat mile.
yeah. I feel like, Katie, would you not be fantastic for the Dizzy Bat? Katie and I would be a great race. That'd be a great race. I would love to see it.
I just want to race Davis.
That can
Because
be
I
arranged.
think we're the two most competitive people on staff, and I've never lost a race in my life.
That's fair. I pick my battles when I race. My thought with racing, I race like I gamble. I only race if I know I'm gonna win.
So you wouldn't race me.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you do play soccer as a midfielder, but I too play soccer as a keeper, so a little different. A little
Way
different. But you never know. Maybe before you leave, maybe we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I don't think it'd end well for me, but I'll give it a shot. As it's Tanner Carlson at the plate. Excuse me, Austin Wells at the plate, the leadoff man. 1, 2, and 3 in the order due up for the Puff Caps. It's the 1-1 offering from Lopez on the way. Fastball low, 2-1. Yeah, I like to race people that I'm generally confident I will win, or at least have a shot to win. It's like I will not be racing Katie in any sort of a race where we are not impaired in a dizzying fashion. Because if she is cognitively there, I'm absolutely done. My only chance against her is like if it's like a peg leg race and we both have to like have a peg leg where you like bend your knee, like then it's interesting. Then it's interesting.
Do you think she would lap you in a 1,600-meter race on a track?
No, but she would definitely
She definitely
get close.
Okay.
I was last clocked at my record mile in high school was 5:50,
That's not bad.
5:40, something like that. Like that was the best I ever did. As a 2-2 pitch, as a curveball grounded to first, a tough hop. Kuzma swallows it, flips on to first. Lopez covering, makes sure to step on the bag for out number 1. So she would beat me by well over a minute. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe. It might be close.
Because you think of it, her lap time is like 1:20.
Right. So if
And
I'm
then-
running a 5, let's say I run a 5, which I
that's a-
can't even probably run anymore. Let's say I run a 5:50. So my lap time is like a $1:30, $1:20. So
she might catch you on like the last lap.
I'll definitely be able to hear her like
Footsteps, just hear
like,
creeping along.
yeah, like John in my ear. Like if she starts to talk trash, I'll definitely hear it behind me. That I would believe.
I can see Katie as a big trash talker.
I think she has to be, right?
Fierce
Katie
competitor.
is a fierce competitor and will do what it takes to get ahead. Is grounded to first. Once again, Kuzma takes the tough hop, and once again, Lopez covers in time. So 2 ground balls to first. Yes, Darren Polkowski. My favorite quote is more of the Jerry Seinfeld. I refuse to run. That's where I fall along. Although I do, the do you run only when chased also applies. I'm more of I simply will refuse to run altogether if it's against Katie in a 1 mile track because I don't want to feel that bad about myself. I will watch her race someone and will cheer vehemently. Or I will race if I know I'm going to lose and be like, look, I just want to set the record straight. This is not in any competitive way. I just want to run for fun.
Nope, that's not.
But that's not how it
that's
works.
not
And I
how
agree.
You're hardwired.
That's very true. I wouldn't be able to do that. I would try to win and I would lose abysmally because that pitch is in the dirt and the count even at 1-1.
Then you can just play cornhole and it would even out.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. I got to stick to my strengths. Cornhole, wiffle ball, backgammon, cribbage.
Is cribbage really a strength for you though?
I mean, my record against you would say yes.
You,
As that pitch,
you've been getting very lucky.
I mean, at what point does it become skill, Coleman?
Well, once you stop getting 25-point hands regularly,
I know the cards. They speak to me.
because you
that's-
count them.
The pitch from Lopez is driven into right center. But the Blues have a guy by the name of Jay Charleston there as he makes the catch. Inning over, side retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Puff Caps as we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm going to stay on with Coleman as we'll talk cribbage. Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm just saying I've never shuffled.
It's because you don't know how to shuffle.
That's not true.
Interesting. So I've just been doing the labor for the whole summer for our cribbage matches.
I mean, it costs to hang out with me. Like I'm just a joy to be around.
That is true. There are definitely worse
Comes at a
people.
price.
There are definitely worse people. But yeah, I'll play Katie like badminton.
Mm.
I'm a good badminton. Shout out to my mom who was actually a badminton champion in high school. She competed at the highest level of high school badminton. She has a trophy. It's her only sports trophy. But I mean, what better trophy to have than badminton? So shout out, Mom, as that's definitely hereditary, as I too have been blessed with the gift of badminton abilities. My prowess on the badminton court, I think, or field. I'm gonna go with court. The badminton court is solid. It's a gift and a curse. I'm like Monk. As we get set here, ready to go is back out on the mound is Alex Williams. Do we have a change, Coleman?
I think we do.
Are you sure?
I am mostly sure. I think it's number 19.
Number 19, Willie Weiss.
Willie
That's
Weiss.
a sweet name.
Yeah. Oh, but is it better than number 21?
21.
Sam Schottenborough?
Schoutenborough. That's a
Gotta
sweet
love
name,
it.
too. They got some sweet names on the team. Tyler Casagrande. As that pitch misses inside 1-0. As that pitch is check swing fouled off by McCarty. 1-1. As now we'll get a look at his number. It's still 18. It looks like it's still 18. But 19 and 18 look very similar on these Puff Caps uniforms as it's green with black writing as that fastball misses outside 2-1.
Well, the umpire was yelling at us, so it has to be some sort of change.
Is it a change on the pitcher's mound or is it change?
It could be any.
I think it's the same dude on the mound as that pitch is swung on a miss. A good change up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It could be a new catcher. See, this is the stuff that you guys miss that are listening as Coleman's not mic'd up as that pitch swung on and missed and McCarty down on strikes as a throw on to first is in time for out number 1. That looks like the same pitcher. This is what the general bickering goes on between Coleman, Jim, and I, and occasionally Elliot when we try to figure out who's in, who's out. When you can't read the numbers, the umpire just kind of motions at us, but we can't hear him. The fun stuff. As now Sands bats here, the 9-hole hitter for the Blues in the designated hitter role as that pitch misses down and away for a ball. My thought is why would they pull Alex Williams as he's absolutely dealing 2 hits over 5 innings as that fastball is lifted down the right field line, hit well by Sands. It hooks toward the line. It's going to land just foul. As that one about a king-size Snickers bar away from being extra bases, but instead it's an even count at 1-1. So a good quick game right now as we're an hour and 8 minutes in. We're in the bottom of the 6th.
I have an hour 20, so you might be a little bit off.
Oh, yeah, because the stream was no bueno to start the game. That is correct.
Regardless,
As that slider's lifted to left, hit well by Sands. That ball's back. It's at the track, and this game is tied. Conacher Sands sends one over the left field wall. And just like that, we are tied at 1. He gets a middle-in slider. It hung up there. He does not miss it. As the Cal Poly infielder with 1 swing of the bat ties the game. His first home run as a slow Blue, and what a time to do it. As he ties this game up at 1 apiece. And now the top of the order, Jay Charleston, comes to the plate. So great job there by Sands. As he belted that one to left center. Good pursuit by the left fielder as Casagrande scaled the wall trying to pull it back, but no chances. That one was up and out of here. So a 1-1 ball game here, one gone in the bottom of the sixth. As now Charleston waits. First pitch to him's a slider off the plate away, 1-0. As Jay takes some time, like we said, did not play in Healdsburg. Interesting call. Thought we would definitely see him out there in center field for one of the two games. As the 1-0 pitch here is popped up on the infield, going to drift out to shallow right. Second baseman out. Kyle Velasquez makes the catch, and there are two gone. And now Blaine Jones will come to the plate. So two gone in the inning as Jones will bat here. So Coleman, since we got you here, why don't you tell or just talk about what it was like to room with one of the players? You roomed with Matt Anderson for 2 months.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So I get to talk to him about the team and just he also fills me in a lot about what goes on. He plays over at Georgia Southern. So I was able to talk to him about the team at Georgia Southern, and he told me about this one time they traveled to the Dominican Republic, and he got to basically hang out with a lot of the kids there.
Well, that's cool. As Blaine Jones at the 0-1 fastball grounds it over to second. Velasquez throws on to first in time, so inning over, side retired, but damage done. So the Blues tied up at 1 apiece. Connor Sands fulfilling the designated hitter role nicely with that solo shot as we are all knotted at 1 apiece as we go to the top of the seventh. So anything else, Cole? It must be nice. You got a ride to the game.
Yeah. Always have a ride to where I need to be.
And you went to Yosemite with some of the players, right?
Yeah, I went to Yosemite with Chase, Slade, and Matt, and my host family had some plug, so I was able to stay in a little resort
That's cool.
about 45 minutes outside of Yosemite, so just a quick drive over in the morning.
Nice.
So yeah, we took about a 4.5 mile walk strictly uphill to the top of Yosemite Falls.
Sounds like a good
definitely
time.
worth the view. I cramped up about 3.5 miles there, so I'm not quite in the shape as these Division I athletes.
Yeah, well, you had a bunch of catchers and Chase,
Yeah,
who's a pitcher,
and
so
just,
they got a lot of leg
I mean,
strength going
Chase
on.
took like 5 steps and he was there.
That's true. He is 6'7". Yeah, so he took a hop, skipping, and jumping. He's standing on the top of the mountain, basically.
Yeah, but it was really cool because in Florida, I just don't have hills. You know, it's just completely flat.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Is that?
nice to see some actual landscape. You know?
You get a nice little workout in.
Yeah.
See what
little landscape.
little landscape. Actually know what it looks like to see trees from above and things like that
without dangerous animals.
without the threat of like a pterodactyl grabbing you. Absolutely, must be
Yeah.
nice.
It was amazing. I liked it a lot.
The
And
blue-
my host family is just always hooking it up.
Your host family seems super cool.
They're amazing.
That's awesome. I feel like that's such a big difference. You have like a host family, and the Blues have just so many great ones. You know, it makes your experience a lot better. As Blues have a new pitcher on the mound, it's going to be number 25, Clark Eater, who comes on to replace Mario Lopez. So Lopez, in what I'm assuming is his final outing for the Blues, as we have a big shout out to give to his whole family as they've listened this whole season, listening to their guy pitch. I talked to Lopez a little bit when we were staying at the motel up in Healdsburg, and he said that it's so cool for him to know that his family's listening all the time. So kudos to you guys for always tuning in. As his day is done, he went solid. Goes 5 innings, lost 1 run, 2 hits. Both sides are knotted at 1 run each. Both sides have 2 hits each. Excuse me, the 1 run on 3 hits. So 3 hits for the Packers. 3 hits for the Puff Caps, 2 hits for the Blues. So Lopez a solid day out there as he will now look for Eater to keep the tie. So Ryan Holgate, the cleanup man at the plate, going to face Eaters. His swing was that bomb to right center. The 1 run for the Puff Caps as that first pitch to him's outside 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Eater to the plate as 1-0 offering. Fastball popped up on the infield, playable as Klein is going to drift underneath it, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone as Holgate's retired, and Tanner Carlson will come to the plate. So the team's almost identical. Both have 1 run. Both have 3 hits. Blues 1 error. No errors for the Puff Caps, so that's the lone difference in the box score. Puff Caps got their run back in the second. Blues just tallied 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Both runs scored on solo shots as that fastball finds the zone. Is showing bunt was Carlson pulls it back. It's a strike, 0-1. So the people here on hand getting treated to a good game. Both teams have had solid pitching, but both have made 1 mistake each, and both have paid dearly as that pitch misses just a bit outside, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike as Clark shakes once, now gets the sign he likes from McCarty as his 2-1 offering on the way. A fastball called strike up in the zone, 2-2. So the Blues will have 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up in their lineup when this inning goes to the bottom half, as that breaking ball stays a bit high up and in, and the count is going to run full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Clark on the way as he shakes again. So he and McCarty not exactly on the same page in the early goings as that changeup stays high. And the count full now 3-2. So a full count on hand now as Clark kicks and deals, breaks to the plate. A fastball lifted into shallow right field, playable. Lutz coming in. Lutz calling for it, and he will make the catch. 2 gone in the top of the 7th. As we are cruising along, as we've said already, in the top of the 7th inning. As Eater, 2 up, 2 down to get his first inning of relief started, as he will now face off against Jose Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the left-handed hitter, at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. It's the first offering to Gonzalez here from Eater as he breaks to the plate. Fastball stays high, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Clark winds and throws his pitch on the way as the right-hander deals a fastball fouled straight back to the screen, and the count even at 1-1. It's like we said, these are our last 2 games of Blues baseball. Unless, of course, things break our way on Friday, then the Blues will have at least 1 more playoff game that Saturday. As for us here, though, it will be our last games, as the 1-1 pitch is a fastball for a strike, 1-2, as no interns are needed for playoffs. I believe not even I go to playoffs, so I think that they have one of the other broadcast teams handle it. As now the 1-2 pitch from Clark on the way. Breaking ball stays just a bit high. Tries to go with the changeup there. Can't whip it back in the zone, and the count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 gone in the top of the 7th inning. We're even at 1 run apiece between the Blues and the Puff Caps. As Eater shakes again, now has his sign he wants. McCarty sets up down the middle. The pitch on the way. Curveball. Tap foul down the first baseline, and will reset for their 2-2 offering. As I'm sure Jim is absolutely broken up to not be in the press box after tomorrow, as our season will be done. As he is, I don't know if people know this, but Jim, he feels, and he is currently weeping openly. Jim, pull yourself together, man. As that pitch is popped up shallow center field, as it's going to now drift back onto the infield. Stankiewicz has it, inning over, side retired. Jim was not crying, but I can tell he feels. He has a hard exterior, but Jim just takes it all in.
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
That is also a very good possibility. Jim could not, and I would totally get it.
It's totally understandable.
Totally
I mean,
understandable.
just-
As someone like you, Cole, who sat next to me for 2 months while I just talked nonstop every day,
yeah,
I don't know how you haven't tried to like poison my oatmeal.
you never know. Watch out.
That's true. That's why I don't eat oatmeal. It's too easy to poison.
It's true.
You don't know what's going on in there.
It's thick. There's a lot of action.
There's different colors. I put brown sugar in my oatmeal.
Oh,
could
gotta put
poison
brown
that.
sugar.
Got it. Okay. Those that don't put brown sugar, I have questions for them.
First of all, no, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. I can hear you.
First of all, they're not American.
Absolutely. Second of all, they could be reptiles.
Anybody could technically be a reptile.
That is true. Now, you know that best more than anyone else here. Florida, those crocodiles, they get crafty. I think they're going to start disguising
yeah.
themselves. They're going to
Always
wear
gotta-
wigs,
Always gotta watch my
shoes.
back.
It's going to be tough. But yeah, Jim could absolutely not like me. I have nothing to say other than that is an absolute possibility.
I mean, have you ever hung out with him outside of this press box?
Yes,
Oh,
once.
so he might like you.
Maybe. You never know, though.
Yeah. And he might have just felt like he had to.
That is absolutely possible. He was having yeah, I could see that. That could definitely be how that went down.
Definitely likes Ellie more.
That's true. Jim
Loves
Jim
Ellie.
definitely plays favorites.
But don't even get me started about Tom.
Oh,
Tom, our
I won't
lovely
even ask the
promotions
question.
Intern, just
oh,
Tom,
scoreboard.
or Jim adores Tom.
As there's a ground ball by Klein, takes a funky hop up over the head of the third baseman, and that's going to be, I guess, a base hit
yeah, I'm
for
gonna give him
Brian.
a base hit because
As third baseman Tanner Carlson went down on the backhand side, dropped to a knee to stay nice and low, and the ball just hopped over his head.
you can't really expect a hop.
You
like that.
cannot expect a hop like that since we're not playing with a super bouncy ball. So now Jack Kuzma is going to come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. So Blues maybe trying to start something here in the bottom of the seventh. You know, Jim and I, we'll sort out our relationship status after the season. We'll see where we both stand, you know, as the first pitch is a slider for a strike to Kuzma, 0-1.
Well, you are teaching him how to play cribbage.
I
right?
am teaching him how to play cribbage. It's going to be an eventful night. I am excited. Crib gang.
I'm probably gonna have to buy my own cribbage board when I get
Oh,
back to Florida.
You're going to have to. You
Teach
should hit
my-
up
my fellow Floridians or alligators.
Nibs and Fourth, Michael
Nibs and Fourth, I have
Spence's
to.
son's custom cribbage board manufacturing center. As that's a short hop to short. Nice play there for one on to first in time. A huge double play as a two-hopper over there to the shortstop, Dieter. Picks it cleanly, flips to second for one on to first, and a crucial double play for the Puff Caps. Wipe the bases clean, and now with two outs, Justin Lutz will come to the plate. But they gave Mr. Spence's son, I cannot thank enough, hooked it up with a custom cribbage board. As I do need to thank him personally still. I got to find where I put his phone number. It's on my kitchen table, I thought, but then my roommate, for some reason, decides to clean.
That's weird.
Everything's gone. I can't find anything.
Every time I've been there, it hasn't been clean.
I know. That's the crazy part.
Which
that
I
was-
don't mind. It's just an observation.
No, well, because what happens is our in our kitchen area is that our neighbors are gone, so we've been taking their mail out of the mailbox so that their mailbox doesn't overflow. So we just have a bunch of magazines and like useless mail on our table. And I had the DVD of all the custom cribbage boards he makes sitting next to that on my kitchen table where I keep the things I use. And then it all got swept up, so I got to find it. Because it is awesome. It's a cribbage board. It's on a cutting board, so I can cut my cheese, salami, mangoes, whatever I need for the day. Flip it over, cribbage time. It is awesome. I love it. I have it in my kitchen hanging up. Absolutely stoked as we have a pitching change here. New pitcher on. It's going to be somebody. Coleman, tell the people.
I am not sure.
Of course you don't know.
Ellie says 10.
Ellie thinks 10. All right, bold
Half
guess,
of
Ellie.
What Ellie says is not true.
That's
so
generally also correct.
might be 19. It's really hard to see these numbers from up here.
We'll wait for him to turn around. Ellie was on our broadcast when we were in Forester country. She did a great job. She was on for like 7 innings, right, Ellie?
Seven
yep.
too long.
Ooh, shots fired. Press box is getting hot. As Ellie did our color for the game. She did awesome. It was a great job. It was fun to have her. It is number 10, Ellie,
It's gonna
on the
be
ball today.
number 10, who is Cody Jensen, a right-hander out of Stanford.
Ooh,
So got a smart guy on the mound.
Cody Jensen takes the hill. Stanford had a fantastic season this year. They were ranked in the top 5 in the nation for the most part until they got upset by Cal State Fullerton in their regional. As the first pitch to Lutz is that fastball on the outside corner, 0-1 as it's a called strike there. Stankiewicz waits in the on-deck circle. 2 gone in the inning. As the 0-1 offering on the way, a bit low there with a fastball, and the count evens at 1-1.
So Davis, are you ever gonna buy a new scorebook?
I will buy a new scorebook for the next season. as to let the people at home know, the last 2 weeks I've been out of scorebook pages because I keep a hard book to stay informed. But since I've been out of them, I've just been kind of making my own scorebooks on pieces of paper. As that pitch misses outside 3-1. So that's been going on. So Coleman's been giving me a hard time about it. But that pitch we popped up, foul out of play, and it's going to reach the stands. As that one just trickles down the hill over there down the third base side. So count full 3-2, 2 gone in the inning. Lutz looking to make some noise as he had the big 3-run blast in yesterday's contest. As the full count offering on the way. Fastball swung on a miss, just goes right at him with a heater. Lutz can't believe he missed it. As he comes up limping from that swing, took a mighty cut. Hope he's all right. He might just be frustrated, as we'll take a short break and come back with the top of the 8th inning. This game, like we said, flying by. It's even at 1 apiece, so we might have extras if it stays like this. It's been a pitcher's duel through and through, but we will come back with the top of the 8th. As we jump back, top of the 8th inning, Brandon Dieter at the plate. As Clark Eder will be back out on the mound for another inning of work here, as he worked a seamless top of the 7th, as he's here in the top of the 8th. This game, like we said, just coasting along, but we're tied at 1, so 2 innings left to break the tie before extras. As Eder's first pitch to the shortstop, Brandon Dieter, misses inside 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Eder kicks and deals. A fastball popped up. Shallow center field. Out is Stankiewicz, a couple steps off the infield grass, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone here. And that'll bring Tyler Casagrande to the plate, the left fielder, with 1 gone. 7-8-9ers due up for these Puff Caps as they're trying to break the tie here in the top of the 8th inning. Eder trying to keep it at a 1-1 draw. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be number 7, Jake McLean, is going to pinch hit here for Tyler Casagrande. So McLean steps in. The first pitch to him, check swing, foul ball, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here as the Blues and Puff Caps grinding it out here. All even at 1s in the top of the 8th. A good ball game on hand as the 0-1 pitch. A fastball fouled off, 0-2. It's been a treat to have this second mic. Get to talk with Cole a little bit. A little more movement on the broadcast. Get to deviate, have some fun.
I'm just glad that the people can hear my voice because you say a lot of lies about me.
I lie. All my lies are truths, Cole.
That doesn't make sense. logically.
Exactly. As that breaking ball is inside corner, ring him up and talk to me. Strike 3 called as McLean down looking for out number 2. And James Gamble comes to the plate. I say nothing about you, Cole. That is not true.
My cribbage skills are severely
There's some.
underestimated, underrated.
There, you've been in a bit of a dry spell against me. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, you shuffle. So what does that say?
If I was David Blaine and could shuffle cards any way I wanted, I would not be here doing this. I would be in Vegas with Blaine doing crazy magic tricks like the one where he pulls a jack of diamonds out of a orange in Liam Neeson's own home. That is an amazing trick. Drives me nuts. Don't know how he does. As that pitch is a fastball, evens the count at 1-1. If I could do it, I would love to be a magician. I love magic. I'm a big Magic fan. I don't know how those guys do it.
Go Magic.
Let's go Magic. As the 1-1 pitch is a called strike fastball down the middle, taking all the way is Gamble as he must have been looking off speed 1 and 2. Coleman is an actual Orlando Magic fan.
We exist
Against
all odds.
all odds, it's still an NBA team.
So
As the 1-2 pitch from
surprising.
Eater, breaking ball, swung tap foul. Gamble stays alive, just throws his body and bat at that one, gets some contact, keeps it at 1 and 2. But hey, you got Aaron Gordon,
And that's about it.
and that is it. But hey, it's a start.
Gotta start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere.
Golden State wasn't built in one day.
Golden State was not built in a day. As someone who's seen that team at its worst, I understand that as that pitch is fouled off 1 and 2. I was around in the Kalena Azubuike era when he was the man.
No idea who that is.
Exactly.
But you know everything about Oakland sports.
That is also true. I can talk forever about Oakland sports. I've seen him when Aaron Brooks was their quarterback for the Raiders.
He used to be on the Bucks, I think.
He was also on the Saints. He was on the
that's right,
Saints.
that's right.
He was on the
wasn't
Saints,
Bucks,
and then he went to
was
the
on Saints.
Raiders. Terrible on both. As that pitch misses the zone, and the count evens at 2 and 2. As now Eater winds and throws, is offering on the way. Fastball fouled off once again. A good battle between he and Gamble here. But I've been around for all the Oakland A's, Raiders, Warriors, Sharks. When it was a tough time for an A's fan, I was there, rooting loud and proud the whole way. As the 2-2 offering on the way, breaking ball stays high, and now count runs full, 3 and 2. As now the full count offering on the way. Eater to the plate. Fastball lifted in to right field. Playable as Lutz will have it for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down once again for Clark Eater. As that takes us to the bottom of the 8th. Blues looking to break the tie when we come back, as it'll be Cody Jensen back out on the mound for the bottom of the 8th for the Puff Caps. as we get going here. Bottom of the 8th inning, Dane Stankiewicz at the plate. Taylor, and McCarty do up for the Blues. First pitch to him is a bit low for a ball, 1-0. Thank you, Mr. Spence, for letting us know that Coleman not loud enough as we've turned his mic up a little bit. Told him to hold it like Eminem and 8 Mile right up on his mouth. So he'll be, he might start beatboxing. But other than that, at least you'll be able to hear it as that pitch misses low. 2-0 now to Stankiewicz here. So he's looking to get aboard for the Blues. Chase Walter warming in the pen. As Jensen's 2-0 offering on the way. Fastball, 2 seams off the plate away, and the count moves to 3-0. So driver's seat now for Stankiewicz here. As he steps in, we'll see if he has the green light. 3 balls and no strikes on him. As the 3-0 offering on the way. Fastball going to be outside, ball 4, so Stankiewicz walks. Leadoff man on for the Blues is now Noah Taylor will come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. So Taylor at the plate here. 0 for 2 on his day so far. Stankiewicz at first. We'll see if they try to run him. Left-hander in the box is Taylor. Right-hander on the mound. He shows bunt. Pulls it back, and the pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Third baseman crashing hard. Now, this is an out-of-the-box idea, but I think it'd be a fun one to try here. Is if you know that third baseman's going to crash hard like that, if you're Taylor, you go with the Eric Young Jr. move, and you bunt it over his head.
I like that move.
Because the shortstop's covering second. Second baseman might be having to watch in case it's a push bunt for the first baseman to crash. He might have to help cover second. So that third baseman's coming in hard. No one's back there.
Yeah.
You could push it over his head for an easy single. As now Stankiewicz runs, that pitch fouled off on a hit and run, the count even at 1-1.
Noah Taylor is probably one of the better bunters on our team, up there with Chastain.
Yeah. So I think it'd be a sweet move.
If anybody can do it, it's probably going to be him.
It'd be a very clever move to pull off if you can get it done.
Yeah.
But now count 1-1. We'll see if he's swinging away here as the Blues have taken the lead in the hits column 4-3 on the game, but the runs still even at 1 apiece as the 1-1 offering showing bunt as Taylor pulls it back. Now back pick to first, just not in time as Stankiewicz wandered off the first base area a little too far, but just able to sneak back in as that play was close. So count moves to 2-1 as that pitch was low. As Taylor wisely pulled his bunt offer back. So it looks like we will see Chase Walter most likely in the 9th, especially if the Blues get a lead. I would assume he would come on to close. Bottom of the order looking to get it done here. Taylor shows bunt once again. Pitch on the way. Fastball bunted back to the mound. As Stankiewicz will be at second base. The only play that can be made is at first, and it is in time by Jensen. So 1 gone as Stankiewicz now in scoring position, and that'll bring Ryan McCarty to the plate. As skipper Dan Marple doing his best bat boy impersonation, bounces out there. He grabs the bat and comes back in, so having some fun, Skip. Hustling out there to make the play on the bat. And now with 1 gone and a man on second base, Ryan McCarty enters the batter's box as Conager Sands, the man with the solo shot for the Blues back in the 6th inning, waits in the on-deck circles. Now there'll be a mound visit here.
If anybody can get this clutch hit, it's going to be McCarty.
It's going to be McCarty.
McCarty does 2 things. He throws batters out, and he gets clutch hits.
That's very true. McCarty has been solid behind the plate all season for the Blues, as has all their catchers. And he has that big walk-off against the Crabs back in the middle part of our season. This is his spot. This is where McCarty makes the bacon.
And he should see some good pitches because he has Conager Sands who just launched one in the left center in his last at-bat.
That's also true. And he's got first base open, so doubtful that they pitch to him anything too good.
Yeah.
Possibly. That's the thing. If you walk him, then you got to deal with Sands. But you also have first base open, and you can maybe get a ground ball from Conager to get a double play. That's the risk reward that we're going to see. And I'm sure that's what they're talking about on the mound with how they want to play it. As we get set here, McCarty's going to come to the plate. As the Blues have a chance to take the lead, and how big would it be right before the start of the 9th inning to have Chase Walter come on to try to close it out as he's well rested. Didn't even make the trip to Healdsburg. So he is ready to go as the first offering is not going to be coming right here as Jensen steps off, takes some time. One gone in the inning. McCarty, the right-hander, out the plate. Jensen, a right-handed pitcher on the mound. His first offering on the way as no one holds Stankiewicz on. Pitches a fastball. Swan tapped off the ankle of McCarty. And it'll be 0-1 as he's going to look to walk that one off there. That one does not feel good. It'll wake you up in the morning, though. So no balls and 1 strike here. As we're sad to see the Blues season trickling to an end. It's always a fun 2 months as interns and directors here at the Blues to work at Sinsheimer. As for some interns, they'll be returning. For some, it'll be their last summer here in SLO. Mike Coleman, unless he comes back next year, you never know.
You really don't. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
That's
so-
very true.
Well, I guess I'm coming to the game. but
Maybe. Who
yeah.
knows? As the 0-1 offering, a breaking ball down the middle. McCarty taking all the way, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. When I was a pitcher,
No
if you have a guy like that,
2 strikes.
foul ball off his ankle, you go right back in there with the fastball again, try to freak him out, but he goes with a curveball, does Jensen, and it works just as well as he's had 0-2. His offering now, breaking ball in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. Wells keeps it in front, and the count now 1-2. Stankiewicz trying to get to third any way he can, trying to read ball in dirt there, but a nice job by Wells to pick it up quickly. As the 1-2 offering going to be on the way here as Jensen retakes the mound. As he sets and deals his 1-2 offering. Going to be a fake back to second and just not in time as they got Stankiewicz leaning as they go spaghetti move on the mound. Jensen lifts his kick leg, spins backwards, but the throw to second behind the second baseman crashing. That would have been an out. So the throw costs the Puff Caps there as that would have been a huge out for them to take Stankiewicz off the bases. We'll see if McCarty can make him pay. That throw wild. Nice job by the second baseman Velasquez just to corral it. Tag just a bit late as the 1-2 offering now on the way. Fastball lifted foul, right field line out of play. Tough play there as a dad has a family of 3. Tries to catch it, goes right through his hands. Thankfully does not hit a kid. And the count still at 1-2. So another 1-2 offering on the way as this game, like we said, has been going quick, but now heating up and slowing down a little bit as each pitch means so much. Puff Caps trying to execute. 1-2 offering. Breaking ball just a bit low. Close take by McCarty there, but he gets the call. 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walter done throwing in the pen. Looks like he's ready to go. If the Blues do not take a lead, we'll see. Maybe they save him to close it out, so maybe Eater comes back on as that fastball's lifted into right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Cut off by the right fielder. Stankiewicz coming to the plate. The throw is a pretty good one, but it's up the line, and the Blues take a 2-1 lead. Ryan McCarty does it again. The man reaches into his bag of tricks, and what does he do but whip out a go-ahead single in the bottom of the 8th? The Cuesta College catcher only hits in the clutch.
As if we expected anything less.
I expected nothing more nor less than a base hit in the gap, and that's exactly what McCarty delivers.
So I think we're going to see Chase here in the top of the 9th.
I would expect to see Chase come in to try to close this out now as the Blues have a 2-1 lead. Coninger stands at the plate on the throw home. Wisely, McCarty took off for second as the right fielder had a chance. Holgate was playing in, picked it cleanly. He had the ball when Stankiewicz was rounding third, but 2 crucial things happened on the play. A, he did not get the ball out of his glove on the first try. He bobbled it for a second there, gave Stankiewicz a couple extra steps toward home. And B, though a strong throw, it two-seamed on him, tailed wildly up the third base line. No chance. If that throw's on target, probably would have had Dane, as it was a gutsy wave by Coach Fred Bogart, but made the defense make a perfect play. And he comes out on top, so a nice gamble by the third base coach there. Is now the 2-0 offer to Sands pulled down the line, foul, 2-1. So runner on second, a big insurance run is McCarty over there at second base. Still only one out. Sands at the plate, top of the order, and Charleston in the on-deck circle. And Sands 1 for 2 on the day with that solo shot his last time up as he bats here, facing a new pitcher now with Cody Jensen on the mound. Now Jensen sets at the chest. Nobody holding McCarty on the 2-1 offering. Fastball up in the zone, but swung on and missed as Sands goes chasing, and the count evens at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. As Conacher stands in. Jensen sets at the chest. His 2-2 offering on the way as he looks to second. McCarty does not appear to be going, and he does not. The 2-2 pitch, slider swung on and missed in the dirt, blocked by Wells. He's going to throw on to first in time. Now McCarty breaks for third on the throw, and he's going to make it as Wells never looked the runner back at second. So McCarty doing his best Yellow Jacket impersonation out there on the base paths, running aggressively, makes it to third. So 2 outs, a big insurance run 90 feet away. Pass ball, wild pitch will play to run as well as Charleston hits. And Jay is a tough guy to get out. He's fast. So any infield single here, instead of it being corners, will lead to a run as Charleston swiped 25 bags on the season. Digs in here. 0 for 3 on the day so far. As Cody Jensen to the plate. First pitch, fastball high, 1-0. It looks like we'll see Walters. He's back throwing again, trying to loosen up. Trying to keep that arm warm and ready to go as it looks like he will have the 9th. 1-0 pitch to Jay. Fastball on the inside corner. Evens our count at 1-1. Blues fans looking for an insurance run here. Jay trying to supply it. We'll see if he can do it. As the 1-1 offering from Cody Jensen on the way. Infield playing straight up. Pitches a slider that stays high, however. 2-1. Outfield straight up as well. Deep out in left field is Jake McLean. Center and right. A normal distance for the right-handed hitting Charleston to be facing as the infield straight up as well. Third baseman step behind the bag. The 2-1 pitch is swung on, pop foul out of play, and the count's going to run even at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Blaine Jones is in the on-deck circle. If Charleston reaches to keep the inning going, Jones will have a chance. Blues 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. Pacific Union Capitalists 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. As we said for the Blues, a solid pitching performance from Lopez and Eder so far through these first 8 innings. That fastball misses high, and now the count runs full 3-2. The only mistake, the solo shot that Lopez gave up in the second. Since then, he was nails. Eder the same as that fastball misses high, ball 4. So Charleston works a count full, ends up getting the walk. So runners at the corners here. 2 gone, and Blaine Jones will hit. We'll see if Jay tries to add stolen base number 26 to the regiment as he takes his position at first base. And it looks like we might have a pitching change here as coach for the Capitalists comes out. And it looks like we will indeed. Most likely, as it looks like there's a pitcher waiting in the wings to come in. Coach for the Puffcaps chatting about what's going on with Jensen and the catcher, and they're going to go to the pen. So we'll take a short break for this pitching change here, as it looks like it's going to be a left-hander coming on to face Jones, as we'll come back with a name and a number. As it's the bottom of the 8th, Blues lead it 2-1. So new pitcher on the mound, going to be number 26, Peyton Carson, as the left-hander comes on to face Blaine Jones as Jones stands in. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. Jones 0 for 3 on the day as he steps in here. Batting in the 2 spot of the Blues order. The first offering is a fastball for a strike on the outer half. 0-1. So the left-hander Carson on the mound, looking to get a big out of Jones. Jones trying to get a big insurance run across that's standing 90 feet away in the form of Ryan McCarty on third base. Charleston takes off, pitch in the dirt, and they're just going to concede it as Charleston's in standing up. As that'll be Charleston's 26th stolen base of the season. So nice job there as he's just racking them up. And they're going to call a balk here, and Ryan McCarty is going to score. The coach coming out to have a talk with the umpire here. As Coleman puts off the cannon, so they call a balk.
That's the second time in 3 games that the Blues have scored on a balk.
Yeah, that did. Yes, you're right. That happened up in Healdsburg in game 1 as well. As the coach is talking, it looks like he's trying to blame the press box. Is he's trying to blame poor Jim Siebert for simply doing his job as an American citizen, as he's not going to get his way is the Puff Caps coach, but the Blues get a run. So job done for Jones already. Is now skipper Dan Marple getting called out to have a talk with the home plate umpire. So this will continue. As we'll see what happens here, as this is an interesting situation. So it looks like we're all set to go here. So Charleston to third on the balk call. McCarty in to score. Blues lead it 3-1. Another run of insurance waits 90 feet away. First offering since our little break there is a pitch in the dirt, and the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike on Blaine Jones. 2 gone in the inning. Blues with now a huge 2-run lead, as they will give that to Chase Walter to protect in the top of the 9th, unless they can grab a 4th 2-1 offering in the dirt. Blocked, and Charleston's coming to the plate. The flip's not going to be in time, and Jay scores, and the Blues have a 3-run lead, and speed kills. You can't teach it. In the words of the great Al Davis, you can't teach speed.
Does any other player in the league score on that pass ball?
Probably not, because, well, the thing about Jay is he knows he's that fast. That ball did not kick away that far, but the second it kicked off the body of the catcher Wells, he was coming home. So because of that, because he was so quick with his decision, it puts all the pressure on the catcher and pitcher. Like you could see the man on the mound, Carson did not think the runner was going to come home because the ball simply didn't kick far enough away. But sometimes you can ambush them, and Charleston did right there as Jones works a walk. So Brian Klein's going to come to the plate. The man on first. Blues have added 3 runs of insurance here in the 8th inning as they have a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. You got to like where they're sitting right now.
In a great spot. Chase Walter coming in, top of the 9th. Should be able to close it out.
You would think. Chase, couple days of rest. Like we said, he didn't travel to Healdsburg, so he's just been relaxing. This seems like a good scenario for the Blues. So 1-0 to Brian Klein here as he hits. As Carson sets at the belt, pitch on the way. A line drive snared by Velasquez at second as he jumps up and catches that one to rob a hit from Klein, as we will go to the top of the 9th. Blues lead it 4-1. They get 3 huge runs in the 8th. We'll see if they can hold on when we come back. Top of the 9th inning set to go. Top of the order for the Puff Caps here as Chase Walter is indeed on as he fires a first pitch strike, 0-1. So Wells, Young, Goldberg, and Velasquez due up here in the 9th inning as that pitch misses down and away, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count here as Walter on the mound trying to close it out. Fastball in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Chase a couple days removed from action, so he should be rested and ready to go. Blues looking to start this 2-game set, the final 2 games of this season. Trying to get a win tonight. Try to go for the sweep tomorrow. As a 2-1 offering, a fastball lifted into shallow left, going to be a base hit. So Wells gets it started for the Puff Caps with a single to left field as they have their leadoff man on with nobody out, and Max Young Goldberg, the designated hitter, step into the plate. So Goldberg, the left-handed hitter, at the plate. Man on first, nobody out. Walter out of the stretch, as he always is. No windup from Chase. Fastball swung on and missed. The Blues bullpen holding up our slow heat hot sauce, inflatable hot sauce bottle out there down the right field line. So you can see him just kind of waving it around. As now time is called here. An 0-1 count on Goldberg. Goldberg on the day so far 0 for 3. Walter trying to make it 0 for 4. 6'7" is Chase. Gets a lot of tilt on that fastball, trying to hum it low in the zone, see if he can get a rollover for a double play. And that ball's hit on the ground to second. On to second for 1. On to first. Whipped cream and the cherry. A double play. Beautiful play there. Nice athleticism by the umpire. A line drive right at him. He hops over it. Does the splits. Klein doesn't let that interrupt his play. Flips it to second for 1. Stankiewicz a strong throw to first. They drop the whipped cream, put the cherry on top, and just like that, 2 gone and nobody aboard for Kyle Velasquez, the second baseman. So Velasquez stands in now. First pitch from Walter on the way. Fastball up and away for a ball, 1-0. Velasquez, a right-handed hitter. 0 for 3 as well in the contest today, as Walter's 1-0 offerings a fastball just a bit low there. 2 balls and no strikes. As we're 2 hours and 14 minutes into this game, as the fastball here hit on the ground to short. This should do it as Stankiewicz has it. Throws on to first in time, and that's the ball game as the Blues take game 1 of the series. As that'll do it for us here. Blues take it by a final of 4-1. Big play in the bottom of the 8th as they Blues not only grab the lead, but grab some insurance runs. Chase Walter comes out, does what he does. A clean inning for Chase to lock it up as the Blues win it 4-1. And we will be back tomorrow for our last game of the season. As we're all excited to bring you that coverage tomorrow, same time, same place. For all players, coaches, and interns, I'm Davis Ellington saying thanks for listening. Hope to see you tomorrow for the Blues' final regular season game. Like we said, we still have to wait till Friday to see if there will be playoffs. But we will have our last game tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one, so be sure to tune in. Try to have some more intern interviews, maybe a player or two if we can. And until next time, I'm Davis Ellington saying have a safe and enjoyable Tuesday evening.